one. Hey guys, welcome to the next Riff. Let's do this. We are watching The Bat, a classic Vincent Price movie.
This is from 1959. It is not Batman.
Oh, this actually doesn't look that bad in quality.
Well, I mean, this was also made in 1959. So it's a little
No,
bit
I mean
older.
the quality of the video.
Yeah.
Is this like the movie called The Fly? No.
No, that's
But
a
that is a good movie.
different one. Yeah, it is a good movie.
I still can't believe our copyright strike on that Miami movie got lifted.
Oh, Miami Connection? Yeah.
Yeah, they let us have the riff.
In the country which I rented for the summer. As an author, I write tales of mystery and murder. But the things that happened in this house were far more fantastic than any story I've ever had
That is a
published.
model.
I brought a staff of servants from my city apartment, and my maid Lizzie Allen, who had been with me nearly 20 years.
You sounds like a bitch.
Lizzie,
Oh, yeah. Well, her name is Agnes Moorehead. That gives off bitch.
is the car ready?
That was like the Karen of the day.
Look,
I know I saw her in
them
a later
servants you
movie,
brought
too.
from the apartment are talking about walking out on us.
Really? Well, I know they don't like it here, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, they've been hearing things about the killer that the police call the Bat, and the murders that he committed here this past winter. Now people are saying that he's back again.
Well, how
Karen,
can
did
be
you
sure
hear
of
about
that?
it?
Has he committed
No,
another
Karen.
crime?
No, not yet, but that ain't saying that he won't. Here's something else. You've heard about
Oh,
the bats
oh,
they have
should we
here.
keep the closed
Animal
captions
bats,
on, the
kind that
auto-generated
fly.
ones?
Yes, yes.
Why
Look
not?
what it says in this magazine. This is a report from the state health department, and
Aw,
it
it's
says
so
some of them
cute.
bats is rabid.
Well,
It's actually
Beware
really
of
rare to get
bats.
rabid
That ain't
bats.
all.
Beware
Now
of
there's
bats.
a rumor going around that it was the bat himself, the killer I mean, that released the rabid bats in this neighborhood.
oh, that's
They released
ridiculous.
rabid bats. Yes, that's how it works.
The
They
house
released
keep
rabid
people
bats
quick,
into the
up here and
neighborhood. Those
upstairs
goddamn
made.
communists.
So
Well, I can't help but say things.
Is that their new plan for
The
destroying
hysterical
America?
nonsense
Rabid
like
bats.
that can scare them out of
I
their
mean,
good jobs.
America was
It's
putting
their
radios
loss, not
inside
mine.
cats to try to
Oh,
listen
Lizzie,
to the
I've got to
Kremlin,
get
and
to
that
the
shit was
bank.
true. It's so fun when different government programs get
Afraid we'll have to hurry. It's near
get like put out in the public after years of being decommissioned. Speaking of which, we have to do the D&D MK Ultra one shot eventually.
Thanks again.
Miss Van Gorder,
How do you do, Mr. Barry?
how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You remember Lizzie Allen?
I'm supposed to be an
Of course.
intelligent
Hello,
man,
Miss
so I'm
Allen.
wearing glasses, even though I'm
So
going to
you're
take them
spending
off
the
at the
summer
beginning of
with
the scene.
Yes, yes. I've leased the Oaks, the home of your bank president, John Fleming.
I heard you had. I was surprised.
why? Is there something the matter with it?
No, I was surprised because Mr. Fleming said he would never rent it.
Oh? Well, I rented it from his nephew, Mark Fleming, who has the real estate office here. He said his uncle would be gone the entire summer.
AKA
right.
his uncle doesn't
Mr.
know and is
Fleming's
going
in
to
the
be
North Woods
fucking
now,
mad.
with his physician, Dr. Wells. Oh, pardon me. Dale.
There's a
I want
nephew
you
that's
to
going to
meet
be
my
out of his
wife.
will.
We were married at Christmas time.
That must have been nice.
Believe me, it was. Oh, here she is.
How
My wife,
do you
Miss
do?
Van Gorder, Miss Allen.
How do you do, Mrs.
How do you
Bailey?
do? Cornelia Van Gorder.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey, Bear
well,
Home.
I've read every murder mystery you've ever written. I just adored that weird one, The Private Morgue of Dr. X, even though it gave me the shivers.
Only the shivers? Scared hell out of me.
Oh.
Well,
What
I
the hell?
Really need
Where did
to-
these subtitles
Miss
come
Corny
from?
killed them off in that one.
When you
YouTube?
refer to my books, please don't call me Miss Corny.
Isn't it supposed to be
Pardon
like
me,
a
Mr. Bailey.
verbal
Mr.
like
Hines is here to see you.
representation?
Oh, yes. Excuse
Isn't
me.
it supposed to
please.
be the auto-generated?
Don't be strangers now.
No,
'Cause this
no,
looks
we
like
were-
Ever
somebody-
actually seen the auto-generated work?
So you're a bride. why?
Yeah, but
No,
not like
not
this.
quite.
Usually, at least the
Not
words
such
sound
pretty-
similar to what they're
No,
being
I'm
pushed through
sure I've
as.
This is
seen
what
you.
happens
Well,
when
I used to be my
when
husband's
YouTube has a few
secretary
too
here in
many
the
drinks. Should we turn them off?
Of course, I remember.
No, it's fine. I just think it's funny because they don't match up
I
at all.
welcome our most distinguished visitor back to Zenith.
Oh, that's very charming, but,
Lieutenant Anderson.
Lieutenant Anderson, of course. Chief of Detectives of the Zenith Police Department. This is Miss Allen.
Miss Allen.
How do you do?
And now we're
Lieutenant
getting our
Anderson is one of
exposition
our
done.
favorite citizens. He's on the bank's board of directors.
Not bad for a policeman.
You must have made a good thing of it.
Well, I saved my money, if that's what you mean.
It's near closing time, and I've got some business in the safe deposit vault. Please come and see me, Mrs. Bailey.
Oh, I'd love to.
And you, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
I feel like she's gonna
Bye.
lock you in
Nice
the
to meet you.
safe. Don't go in there.
My, what a
Don't
charming
go.
woman. She moved into the Oaks just the other day.
That house is a proper setting.
The
for
Into the
Falcon's
Falcon's nest?
Certainly is.
See what I mean?
What the fuck is with these subtitles?
See what I mean?
What's the matter?
It feels like
in here,
these
both of
were
you.
written.
She said,
like,
"What's the matter?" And it went, "What's going on?" This is like you know how these publishers keep rewriting classic books.
Wendell Hines came in to pick up.
Yeah,
This is
but
what
what the
happens if
hell-
YouTube tries that.
Yeah, but what the
We
hell
were
is the
holding as
Falcon's
collateral for
nest?
a loan. They were kept
A
in our
more
special
intense
vault.
place to live.
Mr. Fleming and I are
Maybe.
the only officers of the bank who have access to that vault.
So,
The Hines bonds are gone. That's not all. Other negotiable securities are missing. From what I can gather, short of a careful check, the bank has been looted of over $1 million worth of securities.
You think you should get the
you'll
cops
have to notify
involved?
Fleming.
He is the
Wish I
police,
could
isn't he?
Talk to him.
Mm,
Unfortunately,
right now
he
he's
and Dr.
playing
Wells are deep in
the
the woods.
he's also the director
They
of the
can't
bank.
be reached by phone.
No. The bald guy he's talking to.
Yeah, the bald guy also
Oh.
works as the. I want to make a joke, but we will get shit canned instantly.
What is it?
Vincent Price. What is it, honey? I don't understand.
Vincent Price finally came out of the closet and got a husband.
I thought I heard someone on the path coming from the lake. Had an idea it might be that guide of ours.
Oh, Sam won't show up until morning. It's a 20-mile canoe trip from here to civilization.
5 will
What are
get
you
10.
doing?
Sam has a message for me.
He's pouring hot
I
water
thought you
on
told
the
him at
dishes
the bank
to
not
wash
to
them.
bother you.
Oh.
I did. But they'll bother me. Doctor,
Yes, John.
Subtitles
what
gave
would
up.
you do for $500,000?
Anything short of murder.
Why not
You're
murder?
Vincent Price. We know it would be murder.
Too messy.
Too great a risk?
Instead of
Half
too
a
messy,
million?
too much of an embarrassment.
I pinched $1 million from the bank. Well, I'm not kidding.
How?
I embezzled it.
Not that I
That
think
was
you
what they were
wouldn't
just
do it
talking
if you
about.
thought you could get away with it.
I got away with it. I'm not talking about currency. I took negotiable securities that could be converted into cash. I have the cash. In 10s, 20s, and 100s.
Well, I'm your doctor, not your lawyer. Why tell me this?
He's gonna kill you.
Find out why.
He's gonna kill you.
Who's going to take the blame for the robbery?
Bailey, the cashier. They'll never suspect me.
I like Bailey.
Well, so do I. I love the guy.
You're a
I gave
dick.
him his first chance.
He has a lovely
dick.
little wife.
Charming girl.
You're a dick.
Was the best man.
Where's the million?
Oh wow, you are a
In my
dick.
family's tomb in Zenith. In the crypt with my father's casket.
He's gonna kill himself.
I don't buy that, John.
No?
No. You forget that I had you in charge when you were a very sick man. When you raved in delirium. And I heard you talk about a hidden room. Now, where else could you put a hidden room except in that mansion you built? That white elephant you call the Oaks.
Look, everyone
Falcon's
knows I
Nest.
have a bad heart. Now, who would doubt it if you wired the bank directors that my heart had failed? That I had fallen from a great height here in the woods. And that I was badly smashed up. You could ship the body back for burial and instruct them not to open the casket due to the condition of its contents.
Well, you realize, of course, that we'd have to have a body to put in that casket, which means that we'd have to deal with an undertaker at this end.
Imagine chilling with a
Of
friend of
course.
yours and this is the
Where
conversation
do
you're
we
having.
get a body?
About how to dispose of a body? You
We
telling me you've
provide
never
one
had
of our
that
own?
conversation?
No, I've
How
had
about
that
Sam?
conversation. I mean, knowing your friend has $500,000 sitting in there, and then you start disposing of the, talking about disposing of the body.
Oh, no. There wouldn't be any talking about it at that point. There would just be the
local
process.
undertaker would know him.
Not if we made him
Mr.
look
Honest.
as if he'd been a serious accident.
See, I have
If
to call
Bailey's
Web
gonna
just to
take
be
the
able to
blame,
move the
why'd he
body.
have
It'd be
to
too
do
heavy
this?
for me.
The jury might acquit him.
Get the dog
In that
to do
case,
it.
I'd be a logical
She's too
suspect.
small to eat it all.
I could disappear, of course,
No,
but
get her to move the body. She
it's
can dig a
safer if
hole.
they think I'm dead.
Nico, I need to dig a hole big enough for a body. She'd do it, too.
What if I don't go for this deal?
In that case, it would be too bad.
My friend, how many guns do you have?
They are on a hunting trip.
You mean you'd kill me?
I feel like a guy putting
What
a
else
gun
could
there
I
is
do?
usually a bad idea because you
Now
can
that
just
I've
blow
told you
your
about
dick
the
off.
million.
Yeah,
I'll say
everybody's
you've
always
shot
already
nothing
always
at.
made that joke, and that has
Well,
happened
look,
before.
Doctor, if you can find another body instead of
I know a
Sam,
friend of mine when he was in
that's
medical
all right
school,
with me.
was working the ER, and he got
There's
sent to the
$500,000
morgue one day and he
in it
eyes me, and
for
I go,
you.
why did you eye me?
I'll do my
Why are you in the
best.
morgue? He goes, I was laughing at a patient for shooting himself in
no
the foot
smoke.
trying to clean his gun. I'm like, why was
So
it
why?
loaded?
What's
He
that
goes,
noise?
exactly.
Yep.
Look, Doctor, the woods are on fire. It's coming this way. We've got to get out of here. Out the back way.
We will. As soon as I provide that body we were talking about.
Bam!
See, you trusted Vincent Price. You should have known that was gonna happen.
Shouldn't have turned your back on Vincent Price with another firearm in the room, first of all. Then he shot that motherfucker. But what does this all have to do with the serial killer of the bat?
Lizzie, is that you?
Oh,
Yes,
it's just
Miss
an old lady playing solitaire.
Storm coming up, and it's gonna be a snorter. The wind nearly blew the door off its hinges.
Going to be a
Noise
snorter.
blew my game higher than a kite. I think I've lost some of the cars.
Oh, I'll get them. for
Midwest
you.
people
Oh, I
have
see you found the
strange
paper.
sayings.
Drat that paper boy, scooting by on his bicycle.
Let me
just
read your
tucked
future.
in a clump of bushes
Oh,
with
you're
no
going to be a
voice.
curmudgeonly old bitch until the day you
For
die.
land's sake.
But that's the same as my
Mr.
present.
Vic Bailey's been arrested.
Oh?
I think.
The cards don't change, honey. Come to me in a month.
Victor Bailey, vice president and cashier of the Zenith Bank, was arraigned before United States Commissioner Alvin Fielding, charged with the embezzlement of over $1 million.
Not really good at embezzlement if you get caught.
Anything to do with that robbery?
Called attempted embezzlement.
Oh, well, I see our landlord is home again.
Landlord?
I did not start a
Like-
fire. You can't
Looks
prove
like
shit.
a looks
Dr.
like a
Malcolm
rent
Wells
boy.
is back in town
That's what the
with the
fucking
body
thing
of John
said.
Fleming, president of the Zenith Bank, who was killed in a forest fire. Mr. Fleming will be laid to rest in his family's tomb on
Will
Sunday.
be buried
I
buried
hope
in the
he
family
stays there.
tomb.
Well, why shouldn't he?
Well, this is his house. And ever since he died, some funny things have happened here.
For instance?
The housekeeper, the cook, and the butler said that they heard strange noises at night. And the
Sounds like a dude
upstairs
saying,
maid
"Stop
swore
shooting me."
that she met a man without a face
Stop
coming up the
shooting
back
me in
stairs.
the dick!
Oh, so that's why they quit and left me to run this place without a staff.
They didn't tell you, Miss Corney, but the truth is they were scared to stay.
But you're still here, Lizzie. Haven't you seen anything?
No. No, and even if I had, I ain't afraid of ghosts. They're afraid of me.
Yeah, they don't want
Honest,
to deal with a
Miss Corney,
bitch.
A spiritualist told me once that ghosts was allergic to me.
I love the subtitles.
But this
Ghosts
bat
was
feller they
allergic
keep
to me.
talking
And it comes
about
out
in the
to-
paper,
Did you read what the subtitle
I
said?
guess he'd be different.
No.
No, I don't think you would have the same effect.
The ghosts are scared of my aura. How the fuck these
the
subtitles are
fuck?
work? Hold on, I'm gonna fuck with the subtitles.
Is this supposed to be like a translation from like? Is it like somebody who's not?
Why,
No,
what
it's
does it say
English.
about the bat?
Huh.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, no,
That's
we
the
gotta
okay.
make-
So no, that's the official English translation, not auto translate.
Okay, we need to up this.
All
So
his
somebody really
victims
fucked
died
up
the
the
same way.
official.
Like their throats had been ripped open with steel claws.
It's in English. Why do you even need a
Charming
specific
little
one written for it?
I'll have to try it sometime.
Why aren't the subtitles working?
In a book. That ain't nothing, just something bumping against the house.
Just click this. Click the CC. It might have just turned it off.
That's just the wind banging a door. Pay no attention to it.
Fuck you, we don't
Listen
need
to this.
subtitles where we're going.
One of his victims, who lived for a moment after she was found, described the bat as a man without a face. Honest, Miss Corney, I think that woman must have been exaggerating.
I think she was dying. Painfully, probably.
Yeah?
That's just that heavy tapestry at the top of the stairs.
I know. I've heard it before on a window.
Wait, if you guys are renting this place and the owner's now dead,
That sounds as
Not,
if
they
someone
weren't
was
renting it
dead.
from that guy. They were
no, I know
renting
they
it
were
from-
renting it from the nephew. I guess they get to live here now.
I mean, the
Let me
lease is
just
probably
noise as
still
you hear in
valid.
any old
It's
house
just
on a
that
windy night.
after the lease is done, there
It
won't be any
says here
re-signing.
that the bat never leaves no fingerprints.
That's understandable. Having no face, he probably has no fingers either.
Damn it, I
Fuck,
miss our
Liz.
shitty subtitles. I want them back.
Oh my god!
And that, I suppose, is the cat dropping its dentures.
No, I don't think so. But I think it's something should be looked into.
I don't know who wrote these subtitles, but on honor of everybody watching this, go fuck yourself.
Now, who chucked him down here?
The wind.
Poor dude inside that armor is like, oh.
There must be a window.
Oh god!
God,
my
we still get so
leg.
much shit for finally seeing high spirits.
Lazy. Let him sleep it off.
I'm sorry. I had
Power lines
like
don't go down
for
to
some.
the
I think it was something that was more popular overseas because a lot of the people that I talked to that gave me shit for that were people that were from other countries.
We got a few Americans. I did like it. I can't believe that's the director that did Interview with a Vampire, but I could see it in some of his stuff.
I won't be a minute.
Hey, man. We're doing pretty good.
Oh god! Oh my god!
Just slam the door. All you had to do was slam the door and fuck with his hand.
I turned the latch off. I forgot to turn it on again. He's out there. He was coming in. He might have got you.
Oh, but he didn't.
He almost cut your throat.
Thanks to you. Now you hurry now, and we'll call the police.
No, I won't leave you, Miss Coney.
Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am. I'm okay.
Other than a
You know, I
clawed
feel like
bat
her
hand.
role should be done by a younger woman. You know what I mean?
Which one? The housekeeper?
Yeah, the assistant.
Operator, give me the police department, please.
Zenith Police Department.
This is Cornelia Van Gogh.
I know I've
I'm
seen
living
that
at the
fucking
Oaks.
actress before.
You have IMDb, use it.
Just a moment
Yes,
ago,
I know.
a
I
man
want to
tried
test
to
my
force
skills,
his way
though. I
into
don't want
this
to
house.
cheat.
You're not alone there, are you? What about your servants?
Well, I have none except my chauffeur.
What about your
He's
servants?
away. He won't be
Woo,
back
that
till
did
the
not
morning.
age well.
Now, there's only 2 of us here tonight, and we're going to lock ourselves in my room. Now, if any of your men see anything, will you have them call me?
I'll send officers over there right away.
Well, thank
And
you
no
very
one
much.
arrived.
Come on, Lizzie.
4
You're gonna sleep in
hours
my room.
later. Oh, it's okay. We didn't believe the 911 call about the serial killer trying to break in.
Nothing
We
can
get a lot of
us in
those.
this room now, I think. The
We
door
are
seems
safe
good
from
and
danger.
solid.
This door looks
The
pretty
door
solid.
will protect us. I feel like it's really hard to do shit with those on your hands.
What, the leather gloves?
I think
No,
that couch will be comfortable. There's some
spikes.
extra bedding, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's
No. It would be ridiculously stupid. That's why, actually, they changed it for New Nightmare, but originally they didn't have a claw on Robert Englund's thumb on the glove. And that was the reason for it, was so he could actually hold and grip things if he had to.
Yeah, it makes sense.
No bolt. Well, that's not so good.
I was gonna say, I don't remember any of them having it on their thumbs. I have the pair.
The only one that did was New Nightmare.
Yeah, but he never holds anything in that movie. That's probably
No,
why.
no. Yeah, no, that's basically the reason why. But oh, well, he cut the glass on the window. Now he's gonna unlock the door.
I wonder how many takes it took for him to actually... Yeah, he cannot grasp shit with that.
Yeah, it's
Although
a
it is
terrible-
lifted just a little bit enough so that he can kind of get a grasp as long as he doesn't have to hold something
It's a
too tight.
terrible murder weapon. It's okay, serial killer here. Just looking around.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. That's a nice suit of armor.
I forgot my night things, my robe, my gown, and my slippers. I'll go get them now.
Now, wait a minute, Lizzie.
You're going
I'll
to
go
die.
with you. Now, don't
Yeah, no,
you
let her
bother,
die. It's
Miss
fine.
Cornelia. My room's just down the hall.
This is called natural
Goodbye.
selection.
Goodbye, Agnes.
All right, I'll only be a second.
That is, I love that effect. It's so simple, but it's so nice.
Goddamn lightning flash. There goes my stealth.
He rolled in that one.
This is what happened.
Yes?
No, if he rolled in that one, he would have just fallen
Yes?
down in front of the door, and then they would have kicked the shit out of him.
There's a police car
Not
just
these
outside
two. They
your
would have
house.
closed the door and
The
screamed.
officers in it have reported that there's no sign of a prowler anywhere on the grounds.
Well, the man's inside now. He's in the hall, just outside my bedroom. Have your men break through the kitchen door and search this place from top to bottom.
Okay, Miss Van Gorder, sit tight.
I will. I have a gun, and I know how to use it.
Oh shit, crotchety lady with a gun, run.
It's okay. She can't aim.
Oh, relax. Relax, Lizzie. The police did a good job. They couldn't find anybody in here.
We both
Well, you
saw
obviously
it,
knew there
Miss
was
Cornelia.
somebody in there, and you now have a permanent
All right,
hole in
so
your
we got
window.
away.
And you
And then
let
I
them
got
break your
outside,
back
just
door,
trying
your
to get
kitchen
some
door, which I'm
rest.
sure your landlord's gonna be
There's
fucking
nothing can
amazed at.
Get at us here.
He's gonna be real happy.
Fuck that bitch asshole.
Don't you
I'm
know?
not
Don't you love
dying.
how she has to have the couch?
Honestly, I'd prefer the couch over the bed. I'm gonna just leave me a squeaky toy right here. That way you know.
Oh, is
I'm
it because
better
they're
than
two dogs?
I got me back. Hi there, I'm back. Hi there. Ah, it's a bat!
Miss Cornelia! Miss Cornelia!
The subtitles gave the fuck up. There it is.
Nonsense. You've had a nightmare.
Maybe I did. But there was a bat in it, and it bit me. And it flew in that closet.
Why would the bat bite you?
Gracious, Lizzie, you're right.
Because the bat was pissed.
Wouldn't you be if you landed on her?
I wonder what happens if we give bats psychedelic drugs.
Is it like the spider video?
Do
Do we have to go get
hey,
Pimp Spider?
Well, here's the funny thing about that is that video isn't entirely fake.
Part of it is and part of it isn't.
Yeah, they actually did give orb weaver spiders LSD and saw what happens.
Hello, Dr. Wells' office?
I love when they turn the one into the Pimp Spider.
Yep, there's the pimp spider, there's the crack
Well,
smoking
this is
spider.
Van Gorder of the Oaks. My maid has just been bitten by a bat that may be
Gave a little
rabid, and she
card.
must have treatment as soon as possible. And I was told that Dr. Wells was the nearest physician.
I'll try to find him for you, and if I can't, I'll send you another doctor.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
It is the worst
Oh,
type
it's
of
not
bat,
my
rubber
case.
bats.
Oh, I hope it's not a delivery.
I like that they're
Well,
trying
they may
to
be
hide the
terribly
bite because they didn't actually put
Never
one.
bothered me none.
Oh, Lizzie, you never had a baby.
Of course I didn't. That's why they never bothered me.
Oh, does it hurt, huh?
Little.
It's just a little bat bite.
It doesn't matter. This is a
I've been
movie.
bit by bats before.
This is made by a studio that no longer exists.
Yeah, and that's why it's public domain. Oh god, I want the car.
An Edsel?
Thing? Show the full thing.
Those things-
Fuck.
Those things are ugly as sin.
Compared to the cars we have nowadays?
That's fair. And at least it was made of metal and not plastic.
That means you could run at least 10 people over and not feel it.
Bingo.
That's why they started making them out of fiberglass, is so that you know when you run people over.
I mean, that actually wouldn't shock me all that much.
Aw, look at him. Little baby bat.
It's a
Aw.
bat.
Don't hold it like that.
Come here, I'm going to inject you with things.
Don't hold it like that. Aww. Aww, poor little baby. Oh, don't hold it by the wing like that, you fucking yeah, you're holding it by its wing. No wonder it's biting you. That's not how you hold a bat.
Dr. Wells, are you there,
Trying to
Dr.
get a bunch of
Wells?
samples out of that petri dish.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you
Are
gotta
there,
cover it
Dr.
from the
Wells?
light.
This is the operator. Your call service is on the wire.
I will become Batman.
This is Dr. Wells.
I think this was before the ASPCA was involved in movies.
Oh, hello.
You can all
I
thank Disney
was
for
just
them
doing
getting
an
involved,
experiment.
though.
I left the receiver off.
Not even joking,
That's what
it
I
is
thought,
because
but
of
I kept
Disney.
trying. Miss Van Gorder at the Oaks called and said that her maid had been bitten by a bat, and she's afraid it might be rabid.
What? Oh, all right. Tell her I'll be right over there.
Not even gonna ask the address? Nah, I know.
Nah, there's only one place that would be calling me at this time of night. It's that place up on the hill.
It's fine. I'll give you a little piece of food if you fuck right off.
I'm watching
Somebody
you,
give a
Vincent.
bit so then Nico can get a treat.
I'm watching you, Vincent.
Here you go. How the villain caught the bat? Bats are not that hard to catch, and those were very small bats.
Goddamn tree mice.
You don't like anything that I like, except cats.
I just don't like mutants.
Bats aren't
Vermin.
mutants.
And vermin.
They aren't vermin. They're not even in the rodent family.
Could have fooled me by looking at it.
What the fuck are those two bats doing? Are they eating the other bat? Or oh, they're probably cleaning it.
They're screwing.
Probably. It's a threesome. A bat threesome.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
He was really proud of that setup and hoped one day someone would visit.
Why the fuck do you have that?
He thought it looked cool when he was at the spirit store.
Oh, Lord.
Who's there?
He's not wrong.
It's Dr. Wells. Open the goddamn door, you dumb bitch.
Oh, I'm so glad they
Don't worry, I'm not the
I
serial
reached
killer,
my
or
office
am I?
shortly after you called. How is your maid? Is she in any pain?
No, she doesn't seem to be.
I
Did
wish
the
we
bat
could show the
get
Batman stuff to you
No,
guys.
I-
Oh,
I
actually,
believe
we
it's
might
still
be
in my
able to. There might be
bedroom.
some
Because I
Batman
want to
serials in
examine it.
public.
I don't
domain.
necessarily know if I'd test that. Warner
Now you
Brothers
feel
has
better?
been going on a tear lately involving things.
Have I got the rabies?
Yeah, no.
Well, I can tell
Just
you
like in the
better
really,
after
really
I've
old
examined
ones,
the
like
bat's
or the
brain under a
Shazam series. I
microscope.
know is in
That
public
thing's
domain.
got a
Do you think you
brain?
could show bat
You'd be
pussy?
surprised.
I like having. We
Where
could
is
do that on Kick.
I think the little darling is in that closet.
I'm not joking. We could.
I know.
You know, it's a pity you leased this house, Miss Van Gorder.
We might.
Why a pity?
Well, my
I don't
dear
know if
lady,
I want to
don't
sit
want
through
alarm
bat
you,
pussy
but-
again.
I just wanted to
After
show
tonight,
everyone
nothing can
Shazam
alarm
Tommy
me.
gunning people.
Yes, I understand. It must have been terrifying.
I mean,
So many
sometimes you have to use the
unexplainable
tools that are
things
available.
have happened here.
We need to double check if the
Something about the
Shazam
place.
serials are in public domain. I'm
Your
pretty sure
servants
they
must
are.
have sensed
Some
it
of
when
them
they
are, yes.
Walked out on you.
Those would be
An
fun.
apprehension of disaster.
You know now they're gonna go look up bat pussy, right?
See.
Yeah, they'll find it.
Aha! Yes.
70s porno.
There he is. All right, now take it easy.
That's the one where it's just the
Nobody's
chick with the
going to
mask
hurt
on,
you.
right?
Quiet now.
Yep.
Quiet.
Yep. Okay, that's
Has
exactly the
nothing
one
to-
I was
has-
thinking of.
Has absolutely nothing to do with actual bat.
He looks quite normal. Doesn't seem to be sick at all.
Oh, ain't that
Aw.
nice? I've been worried about him.
Well, you should be. From his appearance, I'd say that he doesn't have any infection. In which case, you've had a narrow escape. Now, you take one of
That
those
wasn't an
tablets I
actual
left
bat.
for you, and I'll guarantee you a good night. And I'll drop in on you tomorrow.
Oh, thanks for everything, Doctor.
Now, don't worry, I can find
I'm
my
a
way.
smother.
Oh, I know you can, but do let me help you.
Oh,
Read Dev
don't
Adam.
forget
No,
that
I'm not
once
her
I'm
that
gone,
one.
you'll have to climb those stairs alone.
Oh, I'm all right. I'm armed now.
Can you
The little
shoot
baby
one
gun.
of those things without shutting your
Yeah.
eyes?
Oh,
You can still
Doctor,
shoot
there's
somebody.
guns in every book I've ever written. I don't write about things I'm unfamiliar with. Lock the door, Lizzie.
Good night.
Yes, ma'am. Good
Look,
night,
I'm not
Doctor.
saying getting shot with a 22 is necessarily going to kill you, but it's still going to hurt like a
No, the wind blew
motherfucker.
him down.
Oh.
I think.
Did you know that young Mark Fleming leased you this house without notifying his uncle?
No. No, I didn't.
Well, it doesn't matter now. John Fleming is dead and Mark's his heir. But if John were alive, he would warn you to leave here, Miss Van Gorder.
Really?
Yes. It's been a tragic place for anyone who ever lived in it. Well, good night.
Good night, Doctor.
Just drop that and leave. Okay.
That was one of my funniest things about it. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's horrible. The place is fucking cursed. He wouldn't want you to stay here. I'm out. See ya.
Yeah, exactly. You're on your own, lady.
A rabbit bat?
Well, I'll know for sure when I get to my lab. I caught the bat.
It happened indoors?
In my bedroom.
How'd it get in?
Well, there are many ways a bat could get in a house.
You ought to know. I spotted this hole in the window the minute I got here. That's where the two-legged bat got your door open.
Obviously, your police department sucks if they didn't even notice that.
told me that she phoned headquarters.
It's a movie police department. Of course they suck. They're like the ones from Texas.
The second time was after the prowler got in the house.
No.
When headquarters.
That one might get you banned.
Contacted me.
An officer came and searched the house from top
Maybe.
to bottom, but they
If I really wanted to be bad, I'd say a
You
Nashville
better have this
joke.
window fixed tomorrow.
Oh, yes, I certainly shall.
I'd better be going. I'm due in surgery at 8 o'clock in the morning. Good night.
Good night, Doctor.
There'll be a man
What the hell are you doing surgery on? You're like a country town doctor.
The mule broke its leg.
Well, how do you know but what the bat is hiding somewhere in the house?
There isn't a surgery for that. There's just a
He
shotgun.
isn't in the house, Doctor.
Well, yeah, back then they
Not
couldn't do
now.
anything for horses and mules like they
Good
can
night.
now. It's expensive, but sometimes it's worth it.
I wonder how a mule would taste. Probably not great.
Has anyone tried to eat one? I know people eat horse.
I mean, people have definitely tried to eat them before. If something exists, people have tried to eat it. That's why they know certain things they can't eat.
No. Change that to men have tried to eat it.
New office, new furniture.
New deal.
All right, look, I'm willing to take it for that one, but we've had some pretty good discoveries based on that.
Oh, I haven't got it yet. Well, the paper says John Fleming left his entire fortune to
Like
you.
hallucinogenic
That
mushrooms.
entire fortune is that we can't
Someone
find
just
it.
went around eating every mushroom they could find till they got. They were seeing stars.
No, they got lucky. They ate the one that made them hallucinate, not the one that made them die horribly.
How come?
No, that was their cousin.
Well, all my savings were invested in Zenith Bank
My
stock.
cousin ate those blue mushrooms last week, and he died. You better not touch those.
Stolen securities
Let's
are
go eat the
found.
ones growing out of the cow shit.
Stockholders have voted an assessment that will wipe some of us out.
And that is how those grow, by the way.
Some securities have been converted into cash. And if I can't find that cash, I'm sunk.
Well, where are you going to look for it, Andy?
Here in Zenith. Your uncle wouldn't take $1 million on a hunting trip, would he?
You suspect Uncle John? Why, Andy, he founded the Zenith Bank. That'd be like
Technically,
robbing
you
the family
could go and
tomb.
check his house.
You think he wouldn't?
In his,
Well,
his
besides,
actual house, maybe not
Mick
the house
Bailey's
in the
fingerprints
forest,
are
but I'm
all
pretty
over
sure
the
that
walls.
one probably burned to the
They didn't
ground
find
after
any of Uncle
Vincent
John's
Price shot him.
fingerprints.
Because he wiped him off.
Can the defense prove that?
Also, they
trying
immediately make Vincent Price like the top suspect. Like, oh yeah, no, he just gunned somebody down in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Powerful effect on the jury.
It's Vincent
He
Price.
could
No one
be.
was surprised.
She has a powerful effect on me.
No, I think everybody was surprised that it happened at the beginning of the movie,
Here's the
though.
book you mentioned, Judy.
Your newest one.
Yes,
Oh
just
god,
been
I wish we
published.
could show House of Wax, the original one.
Oh, it's so. We could on Kick. We can absolutely do it on Kick.
Thank you so much.
I love that movie.
If you want, next week we'll do it on Kick.
Yes.
And by next week, I mean probably in a few days.
I see you've engaged.
It's up to
new
you
servants.
guys. Although Friday, I think we are still planning on Creature Campaign. I will have to touch
Oh,
base
they're
with-
making a new Aliens game that's an XCOM game.
Housekeeper knows this house better than you do, Doctor.
Excuse
She
me?
worked for John Fleming.
It's called
And
Alien Dark
Warner
Descent.
Was my
Is it
chauffeur.
from Firaxis or? From
I
another
don't
studio?
believe so.
Incredible. Any part
I'll
of a
wait
moment's
until I
notice.
see some gameplay from that because I can see that going.
I'll send it to you later.
No, we can't.
I
My
mean,
friend's bitching
yeah.
about it, and I just answered I like Midnight
Pipe,
Suns.
The basement.
Well, I mean, the other thing too is that like
The pipe is no longer leaking.
XCOM basically is
Dried up of its own accord.
an alien
Pipe
thing. Like
affects
you
the
could just
elbow when
add
water's
alien
coming up.
skins to XCOM and you get the same game.
Oh, where did you learn how to do that?
Well, into each life a little rain must fall.
I'll
and
put it in the
careful man
general
learns
chat
to
for
keep
everybody
himself
after the
dry.
stream.
Now,
And
is
of
there
course,
anything
the
else that you require,
butler
Miss
did
Van
it.
No.
Do you
not
hear
you,
every
Warner.
fucking company
madam.
is getting out of E E3?
Now there's a character.
Yeah, because the last few
How
years
long
it's
did
been a
you say that he
cesspit.
worked for you,
Nobody's
Miss
actually been
Chauffeur?
using it.
We also going to point out how they fucking did a massive... Was it Yeah, it was E3 that did the massive leak
My
of
dear Dale,
journalists and shit.
It may interest you to know that.
Oh yeah, where they accidentally leaked all the information to the people that were coming. Yep, yeah, they were. That was a couple years
If
ago.
Fleming were alive today, he would be fighting to prove Vic's innocence.
Yeah.
Did Mr. Fleming prove his own?
No, but people were pulling out before then. It's been getting
There
progressively
can't be any doubt
less
about
of an event for like
There
5
will
or 6
be
years
when Miss
now.
Hollander
It's
I
not
have heard of a
surprising.
nightmare, how much of a nightmare apparently it is for exhibitors there, too.
You know
Well, I
something
think the
we
other
haven't
thing that
heard yet,
happened
Judy?
too is that it was at one point in time E3 was a public event. Like you could actually buy
No,
tickets.
it was a trade show.
My dear girl,
It's
It
always
was a
supposed to
trade
be
show.
a trade show.
Right,
But
but
let's
it
assume
was
for a
open
moment
to
that
the
Fleming
public
did
at one
steal
point.
the million. Now,
They
what
did
would he
sell
do about it?
tickets.
Where
They
is it?
changed it to a trade show
Hidden
format
someplace, or
after
he
they
lays hands on it
overloaded their
without getting
convention
caught in the
center
act.
one year, and they didn't want to have to deal with that
If I
bullshit
was
again.
writing
But then they
this,
reopened it to
instead
the
of
public,
living
but
in
the
the
problem
middle of it,
are they didn't, like, they used to have,
I'd
I
hide
do
it
know
right
they
here
used to
in
have,
this
like,
spooky old house.
special parking for exhibitors and people setting up
floorboard
and
or
stuff,
up a
and then
chimney?
they started letting normal people and nobody could
If
actually set
Mr.
up and shit.
Fleming
Like, I
had
heard
the
so many
nerve to
horror
steal a
stories from
million,
people that actually
he'd make
were
his
working
plans
there.
well in advance.
Yep, exactly. So,
I'd
and the
say
other
he'd
thing
get
is
a place
that
to
they
hide
found
it.
out that basically digital advertising is a fuck
Possibly
ton
when this
cheaper,
house was
and
being
it also
built.
doesn't cost them
Now, I
nearly
rented
as
this
much to like
place from
travel
Mark
and go
Fleming, his
places
nephew.
and do different things. They can
I
just
wonder-
advertise digitally.
I wonder if he'd have the floor plans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that
sell all the
shows-
swag, too. That's all anybody
Yes.
ever went for.
Lizzie, will you bring Mrs. Bailey the phone? Oh, you ask him now. His number is Summit, is it Summit 7537?
Vincent Price is in a
Thank
room
you,
with his
Lizzie.
harem of bitches.
Summit 7537.
He's only interested in one of them. We know which one.
Not bad.
He
Did you see
made it
his
very
eyes?
obvious.
Did you just see his eyes?
Yep. That's why I said he made it very obvious who he wanted.
Saw him look down at her chest
Oh,
and then
hello, Dale.
immediately look back up.
Well,
He's
hang
like,
on
I'll
a
do
minute,
it
honey,
quick
while I
enough
see if
no
I
one will
have it.
notice.
I think it's supposed to
Bailey,
be
always
he's looking
excited.
at the
Miss
phone,
Van Gorder
but
wants to know if I have
We
the
saw
floor
where his
plans
eyes
of
went.
the Oaks.
it doesn't look that
What
way.
would she want with the floor plans? Well, she suggested to me that your uncle might have hidden the bank loot there. Are the plans here?
All right, let's start banging
Somewhere
through
in the
walls
house
with a
itself.
sledgehammer in your uncle's house. We're gonna go find this $1 million.
Wait a minute, there is a place where Uncle Johnny might have kept those blueprints.
This is $1 million in
What place?
1959
Well, I heard him
money. Do
talk
you know
about
how
it a
much
good
that's
many years
worth in
ago.
2023?
I can't be sure of the exact location.
Well, I mean, the banks are
Anyway, I don't
collapsing,
think
so
the
not a
old boy
whole
had
lot.
the guts to steal $1 million.
My God, we can go
If
get
I
a
find those
cheeseburger and a
plans,
movie.
I'll let you know, Andy. Hello,
Actually,
Dale.
you're right.
Look, honey,
Would that be
I
worth
haven't
it?
seen
That's
those
actually
plans
kinda
since I
funny.
was a kid, but I'll come over tonight and maybe we can find them.
Thank you, Mark. We'll expect you. He seems to think they're here in the house somewhere. He's coming over tonight.
Well, that's good.
Okay, so
Judy, our
$1
house
million
guest for the
in
weekend.
1959 money
dinner
is
with us
worth
tonight?
$10,334,144,144,143 today.
We need to go back in time and get $1 million.
Don't even mention your testimony until you're
That's a
actually on the
lot
stand.
harder than what you think it
That's a
is.
smart girl, Judy.
Well, actually, no, it wouldn't be if we were going back in time as long as we had knowledge of the present, because then we could just pull a Back to the Future Part 2.
Yes.
Except we'd have to find a chump that would buy the tickets for us, because technically we wouldn't exist or have any form of identification.
Stop overthinking things.
If I don't overthink things and these situations come up, then we will not know what to do.
Damn it. That's why you're the thinking man in this.
My cat looks way too comfortable right now.
Bigsby or Snow?
No, Big B, he's on the couch behind me. He's like you ever see like those images of cats that like roll themselves up into like the most uncomfortable looking position possible, but they're sound asleep?
He did that?
Yeah, that's what he's kind of
Snap
doing
a picture
now.
with your cell phone and
He's
send
got,
it to me.
he's got like his face like buried in his own crotch. No, because if I move right now, he's gonna get up.
He's like a
if I
dog.
got, yeah, well, no. If I get out of the chair, he'll think, oh, he's gonna meow at me. It's like, oh, it's time for
Oh,
me
you
to
don't
get
have the
in.
phone near you. Okay.
No, I don't have it near me. It's sitting over on the arm of the couch.
I want
It's
you to
actually
work with
right
me
next
while
to
I
where
write
he's
the
sleeping.
story of this fantastic criminal.
It's the Bats.
Little
this
did
gonna
we
be
know
one of
this was just the director's house.
No, I can tell you probably what this is. This probably was a fucking a set that they used for a different movie, and then they just changed up all the furniture.
Oh yeah, that's what they did a lot.
Well, they did somewhat do that, but the other thing was is that, like, when I say that, I mean, like, this was like probably something like they had like a feature film here, and then after they did the feature film, then they let this production come in and use the set before they broke it down and recycled it. That's actually what they used to do. Uh-oh.
Just lock him in there.
Oh, karate
chopped him.
He karate chopped him right to the Adam's apple.
We're gonna definitely have to do some of these on Kick too, the ones that we can actually get away with without getting copyrighted.
Lovely piece of silver. It's an original, isn't it?
Yes, they still use them in
Well, he hit a body. Brilliant. That's gonna smell. That's gonna smell really great in about a week.
Or in a few minutes when he shits himself.
Oh god. That is the funny thing though about back then, is like the Three Stooges, like whenever they would do any of their skits, really. I think it was an interview with Larry, like years and years and years after they had retired from doing shorts and stuff. But he basically said that like they never had an original set the entire time they were doing those shorts. All they had were basically like the studio would say, okay, we're doing this type of a movie, and we're going to let you use the set afterwards. So they would actually design the sketch after the set that they were going to be allowed to use. So like if, okay, let's say this is going to be for a train movie, a movie that's going to mostly take place on a train. All right, well, the sketch has to take place on a train, so that's where we start writing.
This villain is really fucking bad at his job.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
He got stuck doing neck pull-ups. Give me the car.
No, he didn't get stuck doing neck pull-ups. He got stuck doing a David Carradine. Except he wasn't in women's underwear.
They weren't gonna get away with that back then.
Okay. Proceeding to the
I don't
Oaks.
know, Hitchcock could.
Notify the county coroner, Dr.
It was only a
Wells.
year after this.
Tell him to come to the Oaks at once.
Got to see Janet Leigh and her skivvies. Oh, Lord. Why are you ruining the rug?
As if his throat has been torn by some creature with fangs or claws.
Now you got blood on
That's his sign.
everything.
We found it on the others he killed. I'd hoped those reports that
You know,
he was
I
up to
know
his
a
old
good
tricks
steam
again were
cleaner
pure
in town.
imagination, but
You're gonna
after
need
they're
it after
based on
that.
fact.
What about the
You got
floor
blood going
cleaner?
from that secret closet, which is,
Back to
by
the
the way,
scene of his
more
kills.
space for hanging stuff. That's always nice. All the way to
Yes,
that.
that's who I mean.
You don't even know how
That's
that
who did this.
rug is gonna be cleaned.
The bat. Who found Mark?
We all did. And it's Dale and Judy and I. Lizzie was in the dining room. This is my new housekeeper, Jane Patterson. You know, she worked for John Fleming.
I know her. Where were you, Mrs. Patterson?
In the kitchen, cleaning up. I cooked the dinner tonight.
Did you know that the secret closet was here?
It was behind the grandfather's clock.
Well, it was I who found
The
it.
grandfather's clock.
Noticed the clock had been moved and the door wasn't quite closed.
I'll get it.
Get nowhere with these bitches.
Witness the only doctor in town.
Yep.
Does he still have a bat in there?
Who is it?
That's a good question, actually.
Because that thing would be, like, long since dead.
Probably, yeah, no. Especially because he suffocated it with his gloves right after that.
Mark Fleming.
As coroner, you saw the same
Shouldn't
wounds
you
on
put-
the others.
Shouldn't you have
How
put
long's he
gloves
been
on?
dead?
Fuck it.
I'd say about a half an hour.
How could
I
you
ain't
tell
gonna-
that just by touching it?
That's a bat's trademark.
By feeling how warm the
Perhaps
body
he's
was.
still in the house.
Did they do that in the
That's
50s?
possible.
Yeah, you could still calculate body temperature
Why
based on
should he
time of
be?
death. It wasn't as
Because
accurate
he's
as
looking
it
for
is
something.
today.
Like you,
but
he believes it's
it was
here.
still something that people
And
knew.
he's a persistent killer. I would advise you to get out of this house as quickly as possible. Notwithstanding our
Although that would also
police
assume that
protection.
Vincent Price has worked with a lot of
Have you called
corpses.
the morgue?
They're on their way here.
Oh, good. I want
To be
examine
fair,
your body
Vincent
before they
Price has
get
worked
here.
with a lot of corpses.
I'm just
Maybe
saying
we
in
can-
terms of like his character in the film, not his not the
Vincent Price
reality.
has been a lot of corpses, too.
Oh, you know what movie I would love to show these people is Monster Club.
We got okay. No, we're doing that for the next kick stream.
I love that movie.
Well, madam, it would.
It has
Been
no
an
right
accident?
being as good as it is.
There's been a murder.
Really true. I fucking
Mark
need that
Fleming, the
movie
young
for my
man
collection.
from whom I leased this place was killed here tonight.
You can find it. It is available. I have located it before. I just
believe
haven't
it was the
picked it up.
bat.
How much
I'm
is the
sorry
price?
I had to use the front door, Miss Van Gogh.
It depends
I
on what
forgot
you're
my
looking
keys
at.
when I rang
I
the bell
found
at
it
the
on
kitchen door.
Amazon. The
There was
problem
no
is
response.
that
Oh,
most
this
of the
is
stuff
Warner,
you're going to be
Lieutenant. He's
getting
my butler. He
is
was my
transferred
chauffeur.
DVDs, so sometimes you got to be
Ready for
careful
moving?
because some of them are European, so they won't
I think
work out.
Screambox is actually going to be doing a release of it.
That might
You've
be
been
the
a
one
butler
I'm thinking
before?
of. That's supposed to be
I've
the
served
like
in
the
many
HD
capacities,
release.
sir, but this was my night off.
Because the
and I
problem
forgot
was
my
the movie
keys.
was never
I heard that
released
part.
in America even
What
when it
time did you
came
leave the
out.
house tonight?
So
that's
it never
6:30.
really
I had dinner
came
at
over
Riley's
here in terms of
Roadhouse.
physical media either.
Can you prove where you spent the rest
Y'all
of
are
the
going to
evening?
get a treat for the next kick stream.
Try.
Try hard.
Monsters
Don't
cool,
leave the
okay.
house. I'll get to you later.
Very good, sir.
Yeah.
I shall be in my room. Miss
Although
Van
my
Gogh.
favorite
You
is
need
still
me?
the Stevie Van bit in the middle.
I like the music.
Surely you don't think he's...
Well, no, that's what I mean for the musical bits.
Warren and I've met before.
The music is what makes that
I
movie.
can't recall where
Well, I
or
mean that in
when,
the acting.
but I will.
Traditional British acting mixed with schlock.
We don't get enough of it.
There'll be a crew here shortly from headquarters, dusting for fingerprints, taking photographs. But in the meantime, Mrs. Patterson, you aren't leaving the house tonight, are you?
No, Lieutenant.
Don't. I'll talk to you in the morning. Good
None
night.
of you bitches leave
night,
this
sir.
house.
Good night, Miss Van Gogh.
Dale, I was with Mark Fleming this afternoon when you talked to him about the floor plans of this house. I heard him tell you he was coming here tonight.
Dale called him at my request. She told me he was coming.
You just realize, look
Who
at
else
how
would have told you that?
overdressed she is.
Judy, Lizzie.
Yeah, I mean this
And
is
that
this is the
nice Dr.
this is
Wells.
the 50s.
Dr. Wells.
She's still really overdressed. She looks like she's
There are
the
few
evil
killers who
stepmother.
kill for the
Jesus
fun of it.
Christ.
But
Yeah,
that's very
no,
likely
actually,
only
you're
for
kinda
this
right.
man convinced that his crimes are motivated by his mania for personal gain. There's $1 million at large, and he's going to keep on hunting for it until
Top
he
of the
lays
dress
his
looks
hands
good
on
at her. The bottom is what the fuck.
it. These young ladies are staying here tonight.
Yes, they're my house guests.
Well, when
Which
my
one are you
crew
talking
arrives,
about? Are you
we'll be
talking
busy
about
for a while,
the
so I'd suggest we
Evil,
we go to
the
our
evil,
rooms? It's a very good
the evil
idea.
stepmother in the front.
Okay.
Yeah, the bottom of the dress just doesn't work.
What about a police guard for this house tonight, Lieutenant?
You've got
It
one.
looks like a bag. Like the
I'm
bottom
gonna
looks like
cover
a
this
bag.
place
Look
tonight
at it.
From the attic to the basement. If the vet makes another call, I'll have a little surprise for him.
Who is he? Have you any idea?
Gee, I don't know. How many Vincent Prices can you find in the movie?
He could
That's
be
a fair
anybody.
point.
So
And
far,
Vincent
there are
Price
clues
has already
identity,
killed
but
at least one
nothing we can
person
take
in this
before a
movie that
jury.
we know for sure.
I'm
And the
afraid
other
we must
suspect's
look
already
far from
dead.
the criminal world.
This is true.
He may be a merchant, lawyer, doctor, scientist. One of the pillars of his community. Ladies, lock your doors tonight. Stay
It could
behind.
be the
Lady.
local cop that's
I
talking
promise
to
you
you
you'll be
right
safe.
now.
Ladies, go upstairs and lock your doors and make sure you have a very loud and very sexual pillow fight.
I want the twist to be it's not Vincent Price. You haven't seen enough Vincent Price movies.
Usually the twist is it is Vincent Price.
Vincent Price looks like he's about to have an anxiety attack. Look at him.
God damn it, carrying another body out of here.
Poor Mark.
Yeah, it's a pity. So young.
It's a tragedy.
Wait, so what happens to the
Well,
house
Doctor,
now
do you
that
agree it was the bat?
the guy
That's a
you were
good
renting
question.
from?
Report, I should say
That's
the
a
death
good
was caused by
question,
the
to
same
be honest
technique
with
used
you.
in the other killings. A paralyzing blow to the throat, followed by severe lacerations of the jugular, resulting in excessive hemorrhage.
In a layman's language, he didn't know what hit him.
Oh, he knew. But he didn't have time to think about it.
Yeah, I know about the. You're talking about 13
Staying
Ghosts.
here tonight, Andy?
And the
Well,
butler
I
is
checked
skulking
the doors and
around.
windows, but,
Yes, 13. I
I'll
think that's
be
also
back
public
bright and
domain.
early in the
isn't it?
morning.
No. They're talking about Scooby-Doo and the 13 Ghosts.
Oh, with Flim Flam.
Completion of their appointed.
Yeah, that's why everyone remembers it.
For a shock when I close this.
Not for Vincent Price.
Yes, I'm
Well,
sure.
yeah, for that too. I always remembered that stupid little gypsy asshole.
Yeah. I don't know why they added him in. It would have been fine without him.
I think it's... Didn't they have Scrappy Doo in that series too?
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you have two annoying characters in one series? You only need one because you need
the
the whole
kids will
household.
love them.
No, because you need to I think it may have just... I don't know why that character existed.
Both owners die estate sale. Buy the house, fuck it. Keep the millions inside.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, somebody's definitely going to get rich over the sale of that house. It might just be the town.
There's nothing else you need.
Town's just going to show up and say, get the fuck out.
Well, if anything bothers you,
It's
just
very
sing
possible.
Out, and two strong women will come to your rescue.
Oh, nothing will bother
Two
us. Not with
strong
Andy on the
women.
job.
You notice how they put the youngest in like the heaviest outfit, so you can't see anything?
Yes. Again, this was 1959. If you had jugs, you were in bulky clothing, pretty much all the time.
I'm not gonna go through in the room. That takes too much time.
Exactly. Oh God, he really does act like a rent-a-cop, doesn't he? I've seen security guards with more motivation than this.
Me neither. All I can see is poor Mark Fleming staring at us. I thought that when people died, their eyes closed, as in sleep. Don't think about it.
No, they do not.
No, you have to do that yourself.
Yeah, I learned that the
No,
hard
I
way.
was thinking of my poor husband sleeping in jail tonight. Oh, Judy, I...
Well, at least we know he's not guilty of killing.
Yeah. At least he's getting 3 square meals a day, even though the guards are probably beating the shit out of him.
No, that's not gonna happen. He's white.
This is a country town. That happens to everybody that goes in there.
That's why I said it. The country town.
Also, he's a suit from a bank. Somebody's probably raping him, too.
This is a small country town. He's probably like the first person to get arrested in like 50 years.
I feel like he got thrown in the cell with the other, like the burly town drunk guy, like in Fletch Lives. And it's just like a massive dude in there with lipstick and eyeshadow for no reason.
Just starts asking him accounting questions just to fuck with him.
Have you seen that movie, by the way?
No.
You haven't seen either of the Fletch movies?
No.
Wow, really?
I'll admit when I haven't seen a movie.
Chevy Chase, 1980s. Supposed to be a newspaper guy / investigator / investigative journalist. The second one actually has the guy who plays the sheriff in Blazing Saddles. He's like the he's the house caretaker for his like great. The second one's kind of strange. He goes to like a Louisiana bayou to inherit his aunt's like crusty.
Oh,
old,
fuck off!
like,
You got fucking claws right there. You can just break it with the claws. Come on.
That is true. That is true.
Now
They're
we
just,
know
like,
that they're
ripping out
definitely
of
not
the
sure.
wall.
Oh, fuck off. You could have done that with the other one, too.
He
It's
could
like
have,
taking 3 extra steps you didn't need to take.
Indeed. Now, time to go upstairs.
Little
for
did
some
we know he
murder
was just
time.
doing that because he couldn't see shit in the mask.
He's just giddy because he's gonna kill people.
He's like, yay, more kills.
By the way, even though you can't really tell from that angle, the mask does have eye holes.
Yeah, I can see the eye holes, but it still looks
Hey.
like it's kind of hard to see.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely probably is.
Because they kind
He's
of look,
wearing-
if you look at them, they look a little lopsided.
It's probably hard to breathe in that too, considering he's basically breathing through like a burlap sock.
That's actually probably why we don't see him on set and we see it, or we see like his face darken so much, is so that he can take that off without us noticing.
Maybe.
In like certain scenes. Also, if he's called the Bat, shouldn't he have like bat wings and stuff?
No, that would be too obvious. He just has claws, which doesn't really make sense for a bat at all. He should probably like have fangs or something. He's more of like a mountain lion or
I guess Mountain Lion just didn't work in the marketing.
like a bobcat or something. Like something that's not as intimidating thinking as a bat, but is probably more dangerous physically.
Yeah, if you're gonna do this, don't you want to kind of, you know, break the wall when no one's home? And not dead of night where it's quiet?
He wants that money. He wants it. The phone lines are dead.
This is a really, really shitty, like, killer.
Half asleep. For a moment, I thought
Well, the thing is, like, I gotta understand in this situation, because he's not actually looking to kill people, he's looking for money, so...
He's really shit at his job.
I mean, he's killed a couple of people.
You'd think you'd be more quiet about breaking down the wall.
No, he's just a dumb fuck.
Exactly.
I think he's supposed to be trying to... He started trying to do it, like, during lightning strikes or, like, thunder or something like that, so people wouldn't notice, but then it just stopped, and he said, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep going.
Should we call Miss Van Gorder?
She'll hear it. How can she help but hear it?
Keep going, I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick.
Besides, we don't want her to think we're a couple of hysterical women.
Well, I'm about to become one.
Dale,
I've had it for
You're
one
already
night.
hysterical women.
Dale, you're not going out
You're
in that
50s
hall.
women.
I want to know what's happening up there.
But Lieutenant Anderson said if we stayed behind our locked doors, we'd be safe.
Vic isn't safe locked up in that jail. Suppose that stolen money is in this house. Mark Fleming seemed to think
That
it
is
was.
a tiny little flashlight,
Maybe that's
everybody.
what somebody's looking
Look at it.
for.
It's a bitty, bitty little flashlight that barely probably works. The Puma Man.
Don't you hear that awful noise up there? Now, Lizzie, you've just got to stay awake. The house phone and the outside phone wires have been cut, and we can't get help. Where's that
You have a
policeman?
gun.
Oh, I don't
Go
know.
take care of
Something
it.
must have happened to him.
Holy shit.
Go on
You
down
have
the
a gun.
road. Oh, Dale, please
Shoot
don't go
first,
up
ask
there.
questions later. Be American.
Could mean to Vic.
Now, you stay here.
Oh, no. If you go, I go.
You have a gun. You don't need to go get help. He would need to go get help.
You stay here.
No, I won't let you go up there alone.
You wait here. I'm going to see what it is.
Oh, please let me go with you,
Judy,
Dale.
will you warn me if anyone comes? I'll only be a moment. Now, wait.
I still don't know why he told his doctor in the cabin. It's still one of the funnier parts. Like, why would you do that? It's like asking to die, which I guess he was ultimately doing. Samantha, dear, have Durwood come here so I can have target practice. Yes, chat. Next time we do a riff, guys, we'll do it on Kit because we can get away with a little bit more stuff. Oh, dumbass, did you realize you were making that much noise? Go lock the door. God, you are giving these women the money. The bat is really bad at his job.
Alright, now cut that bitch. No, you don't run and lock her in the room. You murder the shit out of her.
She can get the money now.
Uh-oh. Nope, I gotta go after the short bitch. Short bitch. Die, short bitch. Die, short bitch.
Did she just throw something at him? You have a gun!
You hit me in the ear, you bitch. Oh, she's dead.
Judy, no, not Judy.
Like, there's no blood or
Give it to
anything.
me. I'll look after you. Oh.
It's okay, she only has a concussion, she'll be fine.
Oh, no, she's actually dead.
You know, about from the invisible marks that are on her neck.
Exactly.
Wow, where the fuck were you?
I was out searching the grounds.
Judy.
I
I'm
feel
just
like you're
kidding.
lying to me, sir. Are you lying to me?
Okay, I was just kidding. I was out getting drunk by the old stump out back and taking a dump in the outhouse.
Yes,
Thank you for
the
telling me
bat.
the truth, sir.
He caught her at the head of the stairs. We saw him rushing down the stairs as we came out of the room.
Also, isn't it rare for them
I
to kill
hurled
women in
that
these
after
movies?
him.
Back then, at least?
I hit him. I
No,
believe.
you can still kill plenty of women in the movies. You usually left one alive.
Well, what were you covering when that poor child was murdered? Where were you?
Oh, that's
They
what she
killed
threw at him. Christ!
They killed a lot of women in House of Wax, and that was 6 years before this.
Followed the sound of him
True.
as far as the brook down near the back road.
I thought it was like oh, it was taboo to have women fighting. Never
I'd rather
mind.
give my own life than have this happen to Judy. But I told you to stay in your rooms and lock your doors.
Yeah,
and
they
stay
just have
there.
like that weak palm
What was
thing
she
where they
doing
let
at the head
like
of those
smack
stairs?
people.
That was my fault.
They heard a strange noise, heavy pounding in one of the rooms on the third floor. We all heard it.
I wanted to see what it was. Judy,
resist.
I wish she wouldn't let me go
So
out
there's
by
some fun
myself.
stories about the
I made
Batman
her
show,
stay on the
how they really
balcony.
wanted her to fight,
about
and
your
the
new butler?
producers wouldn't let the
She's in
director
his
do it.
room, I
So that's why
suppose.
you saw her get Batgirl get lifted up onto tables and stuff like
Did
that,
you know what happened to
because she
you?
wasn't technically
No, sir,
allowed
but
to
I
fight
heard
the men.
screams. I went to call Warner. We have rooms on the same floor.
But would it have been
She wasn't
okay
in
if
his
the
room.
men just beat the shit out of
His
her?
bed hasn't been slept
No, they weren't allowed to show women getting
Patterson heard the
hurt
screams.
or
Warner could
hit at
certainly hear
all.
them.
You're quite right, sir. I heard them.
That's why you
Oh, you
always
did?
see her getting
And where were you?
lifted by the
Outside
men
in
and
the
put somewhere
grounds.
else and stuff.
Miss
It's
Holland
because
has been murdered.
the director couldn't
Oh.
get away with actually showing her
So
fighting.
you're
But
surprised.
can you pimp? But
Sure.
pimp smacking Robin is okay.
Well, I've
It's
seen
Robin,
better
of course it
performances.
is. It's like demanded.
I remember you now.
He knows what he
Your
did.
name's not Warner. I've got a
Innocent?
circular in my office with your picture on it.
You wouldn't shut the fuck
The
up?
Chicago police not so long ago were hunting for you in connection with the robbery.
You're right again, sir. And they found me and they tried me and I proved my innocence and I was acquitted.
That could have been a lucky break. Where were you when this child was killed?
I told you before, sir. Outside.
What were you doing there?
I was following you.
Sir, weren't you
I saw
outside
you
too?
leaving the house, and it seemed that you were hunting someone. I thought you
Well,
might
it looks
need
like we
some
were
help.
following each other,
Oh,
sir.
yes,
So
sir,
what
I
were we
followed
doing
you
out there,
flash
huh?
right
Do you
down
want to
to
come
the
clean?
trees.
You want to come clean?
Disappeared, and then suddenly, as I
What about
was
when you
staring
kissed
out
me?
into the darkness, I was struck by something.
There's
on the
a
back
whole
of the
different
head.
movie out there
Next
that we
thing
should
I
watch.
knew, I was lying on the ground. I realized I'd been knocked out.
I wish you had been knocked out. But then we'd have found you with your mask still on your face. You were hit here in this house with this poker as you were rushing down those stairs after that child was
Oh,
killed.
no, sir, you can't pin this on me. I'm not the bat. I've never
I'm
killed.
not
I
a
couldn't
beast.
kill.
Good
I
job,
won't take the rap for
subtitles.
this.
Change the scapegoat.
What the fuck is with these subtitles? You know, nobody keeps calling you and you keep showing up, Vincent Price. You're not very good at hiding shit, are you? Look, even she's looking at him like, where the fuck did you come from?
This woman is dead. No shit, Sherlock.
Her face is priceless.
Well, Doctor, we have another case for the county coroner. You see, the bat came back.
No one's going to ask where he came from.
Why did you come back, Doctor?
There you go.
Well, I had an accident about a mile down the road. The right rear wheel of my car came off and I plunged into the ditch. This was the nearest house, so I came here to call for help. I thought I'd find you around, Andy.
Physician, heal thyself. You must have been hit by something on the back of your head.
I told you I had an accident.
So you did, Doctor. So you did. I could be wrong. But maybe I'm not. We shall see.
All right, Dale, let's start a new chapter. For days, the murders held the headlines. Lieutenant Anderson grilled us and ransacked the house from top to bottom. Warner was not placed under arrest, but his every move was watched.
At night, except for a detective on
God, is
guard
it
in
wrong?
the
I want her
house,
part to be
the
done by
police and
Angela
the reporters
Lansbury.
left us alone. And on one of those nights, without telling Lizzie or anyone else, I pursued a secret investigation of my own. It was in an empty room on the third floor where we kept our trunks.
Angela
and other
Lansbury
things.
wasn't in enough shit.
It is true. She was a great actress. Especially on Broadway. She played a good psychopath.
Yeah, she did. That's why I really like her in the original Manchurian Candidate.
I wish I could have seen her doing, Sweeney Todd.
Oh, something got my arm! Something got my arm!
That would be interesting. Just a bunch of bats. The truth
Oh,
is,
no.
the bat is really just a bunch of bats that have come to life and they're sentient.
That's what it would have been if this was the 80s.
We need a remake of this and that be the ending.
I mean, it's public domain. Technically, you wouldn't have to pay money to remake it.
Mike, let's pitch a movie.
There would be no studio that would actually go for that.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure we can get Troma to do it.
You can get Troma to do a lot of things. I'm curious how that Toxic Avenger remake is going to go.
I mean, if you could get off in May, Lloyd Kaufman's gonna be at the con.
Yeah, no, I'm more just curious how the movie's going to go, period, because I know Peter Dinklage is supposed to be the Toxic Avenger. How does that feel? You go from, like, the highest rated, like, television show in the country for years on end, and then you're just going to go work for Troma.
It's not being done by Troma. I thought it was being done by a bigger budget group.
Is it?
Yeah, I thought they were...
Well, I know Kaufman's an executive producer. I thought Troma was involved in some way.
I think they're involved a little bit, but I think a lot of the money is coming from a bigger studio. Apparently, they're going to change Toxie a lot. I know that.
How the fuck? How is this guy doing, like, adequate, like, scientific experiments with the...
What?
Put him up.
Hi, motherfucker. Weren't expecting me, were you?
Just shoot him.
Good idea to kill me in my own lab and let people think that I'm the bat. But you had to kill me first. What was it to be? Ambush? And clever as
Shoot
you are,
him.
you're not smart enough to do that.
Shoot him.
Nor were you smart enough to find the money, though you came quite close to it.
Shoot him. I like the
But
glove.
I know
Shoot
what
him.
it is. And when you're dead with that
I'm actually
sign
curious if
pinned
this
on
glove
your
is the one
chest,
that
I'm going to
Freddy's
collect
is
it and
based
live
off.
happily ever after.
I don't think so.
He destroyed himself.
Or inspired by
How
him.
true
Shoot him.
that will be. Well, goodbye, Bat.
Damn it, you're good
Here's
at
a serum
monologues.
that
Now
will
shoot
heal
him.
you whether you're a rabbit or not.
Why wasn't Vincent Price ever...
Asshole, I just put that light up.
Motherfucker! Motherfucker!
It's two old
Motherfucker!
men fighting.
Motherfucker!
We need the Star Trek fight music. Alright, we're done with the movie. Vincent Price is dead. I mean, the irony in that sign wasn't lost.
You know what? Some of the people just, commit suicide by shooting themselves in the kidney. It's okay.
Oh god, he's not even dead. He's just gonna bleed out. That's gonna be worse. I guess if you smack enough of them, something will finally come out.
Alright, well, one of our red herrings is
There's
eliminated.
a cocaine mirror.
Alright, so Vincent Price is dead, so that eliminates one of our red herrings so far. We still have the butler.
Yeah, but Vincent Price is dead now. I don't care.
I know. We still have his random harem of bitches.
True. But usually he gets hotter ones.
That is actually very true. Yeah, he usually does.
Man knows how to get his contracts. That's why you put something there so the door doesn't close.
Nope, auto close. Fuck you. You don't get out. Shoot her! Shoot her!
Something's wrong.
Tony, that's terrible.
Miss Cornelia. Now, where would she be going at this time of night?
The fuck out of Dodge.
Apparently.
Land's sake. I never.
I fucking want to know what was going through the subtitler's head.
Mr. Davenport. Mr. Davenport.
Oh, that one you got
A
right.
fine thing. The door unbolted, the chain off, and you asleep on the job. Wait till Lieutenant Anderson hears about this. Come on, wake up. What's the matter with you?
I don't know. My head hurts. My whole body's numb.
Here, take a sip of this. Try to snap out of it.
He's
I'll
gonna
be
go
back in a
right
minute.
back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Hurry, will you? It's Lizzie. I'm terribly worried. I can't find Miss Cornelia anywhere, and something's happened to the policeman. I don't know what. Get Warner. Bring him to the drawing room. Tell him we need him.
I don't think oxygen would be.
you all right now?
Yeah, maybe
I'll
you're
be all
fucked.
right in a minute. I remember now. I took a drink of wine from that decanter there. Miss Van Gorder told me to help myself.
She wouldn't put nothing in it.
Well, somebody did. Somebody who knew I was on duty here.
Then it was somebody that got Miss Van Gorder. I can't find her anywhere. Upstairs, downstairs, or in the basement. I told the housekeeper to get Warner.
Lieutenant Anderson will want to know about this.
Yeah, back when you could drink on the
This
job.
is Davenport at the Oaks. We've got trouble here.
And
No,
not
back
One
when
thing, I was drugged.
No. Back when
Yeah.
it was more acceptable
But I must
to
have been
drink on
knocked
the
out
job.
because a maid tells me Miss Van Gorder's missing. Well, you better call Anderson and let him know. He's not at home. Well, where is he? Out on a case? What case? Dr. Wells. What else did they tell you about it?
Oh, hurry, will you? We've got to find Miss Cornelia.
Just smack her and tell her to shut up for a minute.
Okay. Lieutenant Anderson is out on a case. Dr. Wells was found dead in a room next to his garage, murdered.
Dr. Wells.
There's something queer about
God
the killing
damn
of
it, you
Wells.
killed the
The
only
headquarters
named
of
actor in the film.
I knew they were gonna change that
One isn't
line.
in his room. There's no sign of him anywhere.
And I was supposed to keep an eye on that guy.
Where's Miss Cornelia? That's what I want to know.
Wait a minute. Didn't she say
Dying
that
in a
the
corner,
chain and
apparently.
the bolt were off of the front
Yeah.
door?
I certainly did.
Well, maybe Miss Van Gorder went outside.
Oh, she never would. We better look.
I can't breathe. There's no air.
You know, there was that kind of hidden area.
Miss Cornelia.
Oh, Miss Van
Miss
Gorder.
Cornelia. Miss Cornelia.
Miss Van Gorder.
Look. There's a light in that room on the 3rd floor. Were you up there tonight?
Well, of course I was, but I turned the lights out before I came
Well, she'll be
downstairs.
dead before you
Miss
guys
Cornelia
stop
might have
talking.
turned
It's
them on
fine.
again. That's why we're going to look first. Come on.
Damn, she is still going, isn't she? Just saunter slowly over. Go to check the paper in the mail before you decide to go get her.
Cornelia. Miss Cornelia. Miss Cornelia.
There's a hole right there. Wouldn't that give air?
I'm here.
You stop saying logic. She's suffocating to death.
I'm trying to figure out how. I don't think that could seal enough to kill her.
Van Gorder, what do we do
Sheer
now?
force of will.
Being a hysterical woman in the 50s?
Yes.
With your hand.
Nope, she's dead.
Which panel did you say, Miss Van Gorder?
Oh, I didn't.
Jesus, you people are bad at your jobs.
Which panel? We couldn't hear you.
She said strike it. What difference does it make which panel? Strike them all. Look.
They're all gonna get locked in there now. Maybe you have someone stand outside the door this time.
Oh, it's all right now.
It's okay, there's just been no oxygen to your brain for how long?
Long enough where she probably has brain damage.
Feeling better?
Yes, much better.
We'll take you to your room.
Oh, no, you won't. I'm going to stay right here. I'm quite all right. Oh, how blessed it
Go
is
in
to
there.
breathe
Why
without
isn't the door
effort.
closing now?
No
Now it's
one
just screwing
knows
with
how
us.
sweet the air can taste until someone
Wow,
shuts
that
it
door
off
just
for a
hated
moment.
her.
That room is just like a box. When the mantelpiece closed, it seemed like all the air was drawn out of it. Look, there it goes again.
Let it close. I can open it from in here.
Wow, Wow, she's useless.
There's a control panel behind this blueprint. Electric motor
Holy
under the
shit,
trap
lady,
door
how did
here.
you not look there?
Once the door is open, you can keep it that way. I believe that the fireplace in this other room opens the same way. And it does.
That's actually impressive for being that useless, lady.
I tried to find this, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it was back at this blueprint here. Well, it's quite a setup. Too bad we can't open that safe in the same way. Take an expert to crack this box or a shot of nitro.
Well, maybe.
Pick an expert. Why is it
maybe
just?
that's what
Why
the
is the
bat
code
had in
just
mind.
000?
Seems he's on the prowl tonight.
Miss Van Gorder, Warner has disappeared.
And Dr. Wells has been murdered.
Dr. Wells?
Lieutenant Anderson's on that case right now.
Well, does he know what happened here tonight?
They got word to him. He'll be here any minute.
You know, technically this guy doesn't have to do anything. These idiots are gonna burn. Who keeps letting shit on fire?
It's a really good question. Somebody definitely does not. Somebody's trying to commit insurance fraud, and maybe that's
He
just
really
an
wants
off-
to meet Smokey the Bear.
That's like a B plot for this somewhere.
There's a narcissist running around. Just keeps getting away with it.
Let it burn. You watch the stair. Can't you see that fire was set to get us out of the house?
Out of the house? Were you talking about the...
Yes, I'm talking about the bat. Now that the lights are out, he'll think his trick has worked, and we've gone. He'll be here any minute. Well, so will Lieutenant
Lady, there's a
Anderson.
fire coming. Leave him the fucking money and run.
And he'll
I'm
kill
just
again
saying.
If we're in his way, we've got to be as clever as he is.
I love the B-roll footage. He's like, wow, that actually worked. Nope. He's actually like, I can't believe this shit worked. I'm glad they're all calm with a fire nearby.
Oh yeah, no, it's cool. Just let the building burn to the ground. We're okay.
Hey, we don't own the place. What the fuck would it matter? It's like, oh, I'm just renting. It's fine. I want a big house with a secret door. That would be cool.
Do you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The others can go, but I'm going to stay right here.
I don't know what I'd do with the room, but it'd be cool.
Alright, we're gonna open the door, we're gonna crack this safe, and whoever comes out of there is gonna get shot in the dick.
Jesus, you're a shitty cop.
Oh, get on my shoulder! Oh god, this is why I shouldn't drink before I go on duty.
Let's face it, ladies, and get it over with. Others have seen my face before they died, but I'll have to deny you that pleasure. This
We know
would
who
make
you
a
are
good
by your
scene for
voice.
your book, Miss Van Gorder, but I'm afraid you'll never write it.
Wow, right in the back of the neck, too.
That is Warner.
My spleen!
You misjudged me, Miss Ellen.
Warner!
I don't like being a murder suspect, Miss Van Gorder. I was headed for a plane, but halfway to the airport, I changed my mind and came back. I'm glad that I did.
I think I did the right thing.
Shot him in the neck? Yeah, you did. If he's not dead, he's paralyzed as fuck. Yep.
And it's the police chief.
Vincent Price
What?
died for nothing.
Yep.
Yes, it was
He died for a cheap plot twist at the end of a public domain film.
They couldn't afford to pay him any longer.
That actually might have been the case, because this was done by a pretty niche
found
studio.
money in it. A little over $1 million in tens and twenties and hundreds. Good old Andy. With all his ill-gotten
Good
gains,
old
he
Andy.
stuck.
What about the cop that got shot in the shoulder? Is he okay?
Hide stolen money.
He doesn't matter. He's a cop. In a
He's
And so
dead.
respectable.
Exactly.
But don't try it.
It's a Hollywood movie. They forgot he
No
existed as
matter
soon as he
how
got shot.
clever you are, you can't hide murder.
A murderer always pays. Well, that's good to know that they pay all their bets and stuff. So if you guys enjoyed today's Rift, we'll be doing another one very soon. We'll be doing some more AI Somnum tomorrow, probably during the day, and then maybe tomorrow night we'll do